Mass mind consciousness. As human beings, we are all connected energetically, magnetically. We can feel, we can sense. Those of us that have that activated in us, everybody has that capacity. Unless you're a robot, you might not. But, in general, we are sensing the world, we're feeling the people around us. And we're sort of either trying to incorporate that into our energy or transform it. Or maybe we're even at the point where we're just perceiving it and not trying to alchemize it at all. And that's actually the better route, I think, at this stage. Trust a higher source to deal with it on that level. It's like, just get your standing wave going in full positive force, in full being force. Just get it going. So it's not about alchemizing this endless black hole of chaos out there. At least that's my point of view. But this whole mass mind consciousness collective, it's the collective of what all the thoughts are, all the feelings are, and it's a big mess. It's really a big mess. So that clarification that healing that needs to be done on that level isn't going to be done by your physical body or you trying to, you can make dents in it, but what I'm saying is first get yourself right. Get your own standing wave. And I think that's how you do it. I think if you don't have that first step in place, then you're like a ineffective filter or something. It's not really working. And by being your own standing wave, as I like to refer to it, being your own full beingness, that changes the mass mind consciousness. That's the only way you change it. In other words, coming from the inside, not coming from the outside, if that makes any sense. Some will never detach from that. And I say never, I don't really know never, but let's just say, it doesn't look like they're going to detach from it. They're not ready to, or they don't have the capability to detach from the mass consciousness. Try not to take that personally. I know you might feel isolated, but there's a lot of awake people out here in this world. You might not meet them because you're doing your stuff in that realm or that sector or that area of the world or that area of the states. And that's what you're doing there. And so maybe we're all spread out. It's okay. Connect in and you won't feel alone. You are not alone. That's just the stage you go through. And that, when you feel alone, you know right then and there that your feeling is telling you that you're outside your center. So get back into your center. Get back into the driver's seat. Start driving. When I say start driving, I'm saying drive what you perceive, drive what you feel. One of the physical sensations that I notice when I'm really driving is that I feel like light is sort of coming out of me, like it's like expanding out. And time has this certain essence to it. So focus in. Get yourself centered more and more and more and more. If you're in a job that is not working for you, Make small steps to shift that. If you want to be a writer and you have a full-time job and maybe you have a kid, you just sneak the time to work on it. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. That's what I used to do. I'd bring my guitar to work. I'd go out and sit in my car and practice guitar at my lunch break. Even if I was just going through scales, it doesn't matter what you do toward your next vision of yourself. You just start doing it. You don't need to make a big plan. Just start doing it. More and more time doing it. More and more time doing it. More and more time doing it. Being in that state of fullness. It is a solitary journey. Okay? You can have companions along the way that are on their own solitary journey, and you may find commonality at certain points, but you're not going to find commonality in everything. You know, that's completely crazy. And yeah, we've been programmed since we were kids that you're going to find your Prince Charming or Princess Charming, and they're going to be the perfect person, and they're going to be your soulmate or your twin flame or whatever. Maybe, but not possibly. You know, there may be phases of your life that you have that situation. But ultimately, you must remain on your own journey. It's not sad, it's just what is. It's actually the process. It's not even positive or negative. It's just the process the soul goes through. We don't stay in a juvenile perspective our whole existence. We actually shift perspectives. We shift our resonances. Right? I mean, some of us do. And that's up to you, whether you do or don't. And that's totally cool. Either way, I don't care. It doesn't have anything to do with me. Each of our journeys is so personal. So I'm just throwing out some tools that seem to make sense to me. Feel free to modify or throw in the recycling bin or transformational bin. Take what works for you and leave the rest.